Hi, I decided I want to teach everybody how to make Shrinky-Dinks with materials that you have probably at your house, especially during this time of the takeouts for every meal to support local businesses and stuff like that during the time of coronavirus. Super easy. All you need is an oven, you need parchment paper and a cookie sheet, you need Sharpies, and then to make the actual Shrinky-Dinks, you need the number 6 recycled plastics. They're found in a lot of the takeout containers. They look like this. So we had just used mine, so that's why it still has a little bit of condensation on it. But you can tell because it has the number 6 written on it, and it's very difficult to see on a video, but it's going to have that recycling symbol. I've tried it with other ones. It doesn't work that way. So it has to be number 6. I have just the Sharpie brand Sharpies, and they work really well. We haven't found any other markers that work well. Ballpoint pens definitely don't. VAV markers definitely don't. I'm assuming like store brand permanent markers would work. I just haven't tried them yet. So the first thing that you do is you turn your oven to 325 degrees, and then you make your Shrinky-Dinks. So I cut mine into little pieces. I decided to experiment a little bit. So I did a heart, and then I traced a quarter, and I traced a dime and put D and Q on them, just because I honestly don't know the proportions of how much it shrinks. And so then that way you can obviously compare the two. So it's gonna happen pretty fast. The actual forming of the Shrinky-Dinks takes only like maybe 3 minutes. So I can show you the whole thing right now. So I already have the oven preheated. So once everything's ready to go, you put it in the oven. And for the first minute or so, it's going to look like nothing is happening. So what I do is I normally pick one. So I'm picking that heart in the middle that I just focus on. So for the first minute, it's going to look like nothing's going to happen. Then all of a sudden you think something's happening, but you're not quite sure. And then they'll generally start to curl up. Once they curl up, then that's when everybody starts panicking, because it's going to turn into a circle and it's going to stick together. And it's not going to do that. It's just going to look like it. So it goes all the way up, and then it starts to shrink. And then it's going to flatten itself out. And it's going to kind of curl and bubble and roll. And that's fine. That's normal. That's what you kind of want it to do. And then once they look all pretty flat, then they're ready to go. Don't take them out early. I've never had any burn, but I also haven't had them in for an incredibly long time. But yeah, maybe 3 minutes is about all. So they're pretty much done. They're curled a little bit, so we'll give them another like 20-30 seconds for them to finish flattening out. Just watch. You can also see that they look quite a bit thicker. There we go. Keep an eye now on that little dime one that's in the front, because it's up a little bit. There we go. It's gone down. So now I take out my oven mitt. Take them out of the oven. And I have Shrinky-Dinks. Now, just to see how shrunken our Shrinky-Dink is, here is my quarter compared to my quarter, and my dime compared to my dime. So my son has made a whole bunch of these for when he's playing with his Mario Kart toys and stuff like that. You can make them as little charms if you want to make bracelets. Just make sure that you, need to punch the hole ahead of time. And you can see how much they shrink. You need to punch almost 3 holes in a triangle in order to still have a hole to put something through for once they shrink. But that's it. Super easy, super fun, good way to upcycle, and have a great day.